Hello, more Forestrike. It's a bit of a different video today. I've actually been speedrunning this game on my own time because it's really fun, and I wanted to show my current best time and the strategy I've been doing to achieve that, I guess. So this first technique here, I take the other two techniques I think are kind of whatever for the sake of speedrunning. There's healing, and then you can turn people around. I take Peacekeeper here. This is when you get hit by a weapon, you cancel the hit and equip it, which I like quite a bit. It can make fighting people with weapons quite a bit faster. You know, the spear charge guys, you can just get hit and then hit them with their own spear, and it can save you a lot of time if you fuck up. Anyway, what is my strategy? Basically, I'm doing a lot of resetting in this first area. There are 2 maps out of all the starter area maps that have this here, leaf into upgrade technique. And then you have to do more resetting because you're looking for a rare technique from this leaf technique. So it takes quite a bit, but after this, I don't do a whole lot of resetting. I'm sure this can be optimized further. Part of the reason I want to make this video is because I'm curious if other people have ideas. Anyway, yeah, we take Aura of the Fencer there. That is if you have a weapon at the start of a fight, stun all unarmed foes, which doesn't do anything right now. We don't start fights with a weapon. That'll change shortly. But the main reason I want it is for the upgrade. It upgrades to dealing 1 damage in addition to the stun. We'll get our weapon right after the boss here. The starting area map is definitely, I think, the best for speedrunning, because you have this really good path here of leaf into upgrade, which is what I've been doing. But also that top path there is a bunch of money into a technique shop. And one of the common techniques is, or I believe it's an uncommon actually, is Heaven or Hell, and that's all attacks deal plus 10 damage, right? Which is really good for speedrunning. Oh, I fuck up the deflect there. This is by no means a perfect run. In fact, you could take a 50-50 here and just pick a direction and kick. I just do the punches. But maybe you should just take that 50-50. I don't know. I got the perfect setup. I didn't want to accidentally biff the run, right? It would feel silly. But now we get Talgun Stick. It's a start of fight weapon, and it lets us do that, which is very, very silly. You can see how fast this is gonna go now. So now with the setup done, basically all you're doing is just taking the shortest paths possible. I need to learn these maps a little bit better. They are the same maps. There's just like a set list of them. So you could learn that and then just instantly pick the technique because you know it's the not shortest, but the best path there. I believe all of these are 2 fights each. Anyway, we get a technique, which is really nice. I like taking a tract here, pull the foe in front of you and stun them. Which is really nice for getting just some free damage, and then also cutting down on like the time spent walking to an opponent. I actually kind of biff it here. I should have just attracted the boxer immediately, but I realized that a little too late. And then you can dodge that attack and make that guy walk up to you. You do it a little bit faster. There's definitely, again, optimization to be done. I don't really care about any of these upgrades, so we just take gold. The best technique here to hit would have been Heaven or Hell. Honestly, it's take a little bit too much time in this technique shop because I don't really know the techniques by name, so a couple of them I have to look over. Again, optimization to be done, but this is the first one, right? And then we kill this guy over here, dodge, punch. It's such a fast fight, and this here is actually going to be even faster. It's very satisfying to just kill this guy like immediately. Anyway, that's why I like Aura of the Fencer so much. It's a very quick way of beating this region and this boss. We get a bunch of dual techniques here. I think the best one is Armor of Vanity. In unforeseen fights, gain 1 armor. So you can just get hit and then hit someone back. It's a very fast and simple way of dealing damage. It gives you a little bit of room to fuck up. You want to make sure you have 30 gold for that. Pay the toll, just avoid that fight. Obviously, that's faster. I make a bit of a mistake in pathing here. I kind of just immediately picked a path, which is terrible of me. I should have gone for the leaf path, but instead I go for lightning and the upgrade. There's no upgrades I want and no lightning techniques I really want, none that I can think of anyway. Anyway, I end up just taking when you in an unforeseen fight gain 20 gold, which I like a lot. It's a lot of money, but it's a bit late in the run for it, and it's only as good as your shops are, and my shops were not good from this point on. It is what it is. You should go leaf technique here because there's one called Aura of Pacifism. And that is, at the start of each fight, all armed foes take 1 damage, which can speed up fights by quite a bit for the same reason Aura of Fencer does. It's also kind of nice for the Admiral fight, because his phase 2 has 2 armed guards, and you'll just kill those both immediately because they only have 1 HP. But it also speeds up the capital by quite a bit. It also upgrades really nicely. It upgrades to dealing the damage and then also disarming. So anyone with a weapon will take 1 damage, get disarmed, and then take another damage from Aura of Pacifism. I've only hit that once, and I think I biffed that run, which is a little bit sad, but that's definitely the best thing to hit. Another way to do something similar to that is you hit firecrackers in one of the shops. That is at start of fight, disarm all armed foes, which, you know, you disarm them and then they immediately take damage from aura of the fencer. Here's a situation where Peacekeeper might have done something, but honestly it's better if you don't have Peacekeeper there actually, because then you just get hit with the armor and then can punch immediately instead of getting interrupted by the spear. I still like taking these random techniques here just in case it's something crazy or heaven or hell. That one was not. It's a little bit of a waste of time, but oh well. But yeah, if you have Aura of Pacifism plus, the spear guy on my left and the musket guy would just die instantly at the start of the fight, which would have been kind of nice. I still feel a little bit silly for not taking the leaf technique in that last area. Leaf technique path, I mean, but it is what it is. This is still my fastest time and I'm happy about it. I think the best bosses to get here is just anything Thunder Monk, and then I'm not really sure which of the two between Swordmaster and Anvil Head is better. Anvil Head gets a bunch of armor, but this guy jumps around a lot, which I kind of hate and makes him very annoying to kill. I actually end up using the substitution part of the stick for the first time here. I just intentionally get hit, and then that kills him. I should probably use the substitution more, but it's kind of tricky to find places to use it. Anyway, look at all the money I have, 182 gold and like nothing to spend it on. It's a little bit sad, but oh well. But yeah, Thunder Monk is a fucking joke. This guy sucks. Apparently you don't even have to dodge that little attack he does. You can just go behind him. He's so pathetic. In this upcoming shop, I should buy the key lamp. Not that it really matters that much. There's not a whole lot more dodging to be done. But by the time I realize I should have bought it, it's a little too late, so I just move on. And then I don't actually want these upgrade gloves. A lot of my stuff actually gets worse with upgrades, so we ignore that. Honestly, I kind of biffed this Admiral fight. I think my main thing is I just need to remember to actually do this 2 damage heavy attack more than I do. Because you should throw, and then I'm not really sure what happens here. I get like substituted as I get thrown. I think that's what's hyped me out, but you should just do a kick there instead of doing those light attacks, because I give him back his dodge and that takes a little bit longer. I also fucked this up. I should just throw here. I think I tried to hit him with the stick for some reason. But then I do a light. You should heavy there, because now it's going to take 1 extra phase, right? Which is a little bit sad. I end up kind of saving it, because I do a little throw here, and then substitution, and then I just get all the way over there immediately, which is kind of nice. And then this here is always pretty clean. You just throw, and then you kick in the other direction. And that's it. That's the run. Anyway, that is my current fastest time, and as far as I know, just saying, world record. Whoa! Probably because no one else is speedrunning this game. This run is by no means perfect, right? I mess up a little bit, especially at the end here. I think I just get nervous. And then there's better RNG here too, where you get heaven or hell in that technique chop and you can just one-shot the final boss. I think that's the main benefit of heaven or hell in this run, because a lot of these guys are just one hit anyway, or dead, thanks to Aura of Fencer. If you're wondering, by the way, no, heaven or hell does not work with abilities that deal damage. So if you paired heaven or hell with Aura of Fencer, it wouldn't just one-shot everyone without a weapon. Yeah, I'm also curious if other people have any other ideas for maybe going even faster, like different strategies. One thing I might try is Cold Eye has a technique, which is when you're at 1 HP, you ignore armor and block, and then pairing that with heaven or hell. Basically, I think the speedrun of this just needs to be heaven or hell plus something. And I do really like Aura of Fencer just for making that second area so fast, but maybe there's better things to be doing. Who knows? Still, I am very happy with this run though. Sub 7 minutes. Yippee. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you want to help me out, consider leaving a like. Helps with algorithm stuff. See ya.